He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Aghostshooter now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Before we see this next possession, you and I were talking before the game about the AFC playoff picture. You got the Pats and the Steelers at 7-2. Those are your best records in that conference. Chiefs at 6-3. Really, they're running away with the AFC West.
Yeah, and that's a surprise, isn't it? Because in preseason, we all, well, I shouldn't say all, but most of us probably thought the AFC West was the toughest division in football. But Denver's fallen off the pace. The Raiders have been a little bit of a disappointment, and the Chargers just can't gain traction. So right now, it's Kansas City's division to lose. And if they get home field, could you imagine all those teams having to visit Kansas City? One of the best atmospheres in the game.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down. Now Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And the offense taking over in just a second. But you know, last year, going off the script a little bit, so much talk around Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, who would go 1, who would go 2, and will they pan out? Well, this year, they are both panning out really well.
They certainly are, and they went 1 and 2. Jared Goff, number 1 to the Rams. Wentz, number 2 to the Eagles. Wentz became the starter as a rookie, played all 16 games. And here in the second season, a lot of MVP talk surrounds him, and rightly so. Jared Goff got left behind, only started 7 games as a rookie, didn't play that well. Many people want to use the B word on him for bust. Not at all. He's playing at a really high level. The Rams are in first place. He might not be in the MVP talk, but how about most improved player in the world?
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big gain of 39 on third.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Out to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Brady now to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll go again with Bell, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Roethlisberger finding Rodgers, and the Steelers convert on 3rd down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eli Rodgers, 60 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Well on now to kick this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Well, let's make a pivot here. We're in the midst of Week 11, Charles. NFC picture right now for the playoffs. You got the Saints, Vikings, and Rams at 7-2. Eagles' best record in football at 8-1. What are you seeing out of that side?
Well, I'm seeing the things that you're seeing. Those teams setting the pace, and I'm not sure how they're going to be headed off. Now, the one I'm identifying as a real potential is going to be the LA Rams because they just haven't done it before. But they're playing at a really high level. They are actually down, if it turns into a tiebreaker, a game to Seattle because Seattle beat them head-to-head. And just think about the potential.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Well, on that incompletion, let's discuss San Francisco. They're off the schneid. They beat the Giants, so both of those teams now at 1-8. Cleveland, the only remaining winless team in the NFL.
And again, for them to get out of the #1 pick sweepstakes, because no one really wants to have that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he finds Danny Amendola. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 46. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Shelling through the defense. Dion Lewis. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And almost coast to coast. A great return marked down all the way at the 2.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This is Bell, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Amendola catching it left side. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll buy some time right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. Steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. 37 yards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Now Lewis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a play fake. Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 6 yards away. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown.
Are you?